Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. We have with us Special Commissioner of Traffic, Bengaluru City, M A Saleem. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Well, Bengaluru traffic has been one of the pain points for all citizens. And do you also feel the same way while traveling through Bengaluru roads? Do you feel frustrated and, oh my God, when will this traffic jam clear way for me? Have you ever felt that?
Sometimes because though I don't travel much, because my residence and my place of work generally is very close by. I don't travel much earlier. Only when I'm working in city police, I travel in the city. Otherwise, once I'm doing office job, generally it will be very close to place of work only. So I don't travel much. But yes, wherever you have to go somewhere, Bangalore routes generally because of the capacity problem, because the number of vehicles on roads are much more higher than the capacity of the road because of the adverse BC ratio. That is the reason why we have traffic problems in Bangalore city.
Since you echo the same sentiment of all Bengaluru commuters, is that why you made a special call out to citizens to kind of volunteer as traffic wardens and help in traffic management?
Yeah, for example, we have number of traffic policemen will not be sufficient for such a large number of roads, and to monitor every road and every junction it's a bit difficult for the traffic policemen. Though government has been very supportive, and we are getting a lot of policemen, but it takes little time for recruitment, training, and by the time they come, it will be almost a year or so. So immediate need is generally some people if they volunteer, they come. Like we have got traffic wardens organizations, we have got traffic marshals, then student police cadets. These people we rope in generally. Earlier also we used to rope in these people for all our regulation works. So that is why we had given a call that because I was told for quite some time traffic wardens that our number has not increased. So now good response is coming now. In fact, we are going to have another 200 traffic wardens immediately in a month's time.
Talking about traffic wardens, how much do you think this whole system will kind of pave way for better traffic management? Do you think that this system will actually work?
First of all, if people come in contact with traffic police, they themselves will know, they understand the problems also. What is the problem in Bangalore city? They will appreciate the efforts of the police, number one. Number two, since we request citizens to cooperate with police in terms of using public transport or following all traffic rules, that way they will be helpful in the sense they definitely will follow all traffic rules, and they will also tell their family members and all other acquaintances. So that helps in spreading this message. And also, since if they give 16 hours per month for regulation work, that will add to, particularly in during peak hours or during particularly in the time of Saturdays or Sundays when shopping traffic is high in city central areas. At that time, they will be very handy in regulating the traffic.
Can you take us through the training process? How is it done? Where is it done? How feasible is this actually?
Well, we give our training in our Traffic Training and Research Institute. We have a research institute here in Tanisandra. So they give them basic training, particularly on regulation matters, and also on soft skills. Particularly, sometimes people on the road may not behave well. So how to cope with that behavioral pattern, and also to soothe the you can say tensions and other things. So these things we train them in such that they can be calm and perform their duties in a, I can say, diligent manner.
Deviating from this entire topic of traffic management with traffic wardens, but there are other measures that you have initiated. One, for example, the whole plan of stopping towing of vehicles. Is that how it's going to work? I mean, what happens to people who park their vehicles in non-parking areas?
Well, towing of vehicles actually was not happening in a sense in a proper manner. In the sense, there was no towing basically. They were only lifting the two wheelers and taking that. There is no need for towing vehicles for that. Towing should be for four wheelers, cars or other vehicles. That generally was not being done.
But apart from that, even the chief minister, I was just reading a recent report where he had mentioned that he also wants to partake in this whole easing of traffic in Bengaluru city, and he had even suggested measures. One of the measures says that we need to install traffic stations in different high density areas. Would you really agree with him? Do you think that this is one option that we could look at for better management of traffic?
Yeah, actually, the Honorable Chief Minister is very much keen to improve the traffic situation in Bangalore city and to increase the traffic police stations, number of traffic police stations also in the city. We have already proposed 5 traffic police stations in the most difficult areas like Bengaluru, Outer Ring Road, then Mahadevpura, and few other places where traffic congestion is very high. So this definitely will help in mitigating the situation to some extent.
Talking about high density areas, I mean, we've all been looking at Hebbal, which is one of those kind of areas where traffic is totally unmanageable, if I can really put it that way. But one of the recent measures that you undertook, which is pretty remarkable, that is to stop goods vehicles in the mornings during peak hours. Do you think that this will really help in easing traffic? I'm sure it has really come down for now, but then this could perhaps be a very small term measure. So what will happen to a long term measure of yours? What are further plans that you are taking or thinking to put into action?
Well, there are what we call short-term measures and long-term measures. Long-term measures are there, which requires little infrastructure development, which other agencies have to do. But it takes time. You cannot have overnight. You can't have another ramp on the flyover. So it may take time. So till such time, we go for short-term measures. Short-term measures, only measure which is available to us, options which are available to us is to reduce the traffic. So, in fact, first 2 days we observed the number of what type of different type of vehicles are coming and what is the percentage. So, we got 25% was around 25% is the goods vehicles which are coming. So, since alternate roads are available there, by this road only. So, we asked them take alternate road, don't come to this road. So, we banned these vehicles. That has helped. 25% traffic has reduced. So, that volume gets reduced. So, automatically things gets eased out.
Can we really expect a day when there will be no manning of vehicles by traffic policemen, where all kinds of surveillance would be done just through CCTV or the control room, for instance?
Well, enforcement part, yes, of course, we are planning. In fact, we are having good technology available now. And also we are doing now almost 50% of our cases booked in the against traffic violations is through online, through cameras only. So that by maybe within a couple of years, there won't be any checking on roads except for drunk and driving, and their checks are required to be done. Whereas regulation work, yes, traffic police have to be there on road. Otherwise, it is not possible. Okay.
But how equipped are these cameras to really spot all kinds of traffic mismanagement?
Well, if you see our traffic management center, we have a good robust system. We had actually, in fact, for the last 12 years, in the sense we installed these cameras in 2008, and since then we are actually into automatic surrounding system. But now, under Safe City, we are getting 10,000 cameras. Work is going on, installation work is going on, and all these old cameras will be weeded out now. And then we are also having new enforcement cameras in the form of ANPR and RLDB. So these cameras automatically they capture the images of violation and automatically they will pass it on to the server. So that way it will help. In fact, we are planning to go for up to 1 lakh cases per day through these cameras, so that good traffic discipline can be ensured in the city.
Thank you so much, Mr. Saleem, for joining us today. I hope that we all succeed in kind of clearing the traffic in Bengaluru, and Bengaluru gets noticed for all the right reasons with respect to Bengaluru traffic. Thank you so much.